know why I'm laughing? It's because when I was doing this video for this story that I'm gonna tell y'all right now, my phone cut off as I was speaking. And I was like in the middle of talking. It just did this fake BS upload. It blacked out and then it got right back on. You're the honk, see? On cue. Again. That's the Matrix. Because another story just came out for the illegal pro, the gangstalking. Gangstalking Case Won. Michael Fesser wins 1.15 million after his boss gets the police chief to arrest him. Yeah, that's what happened. Michael Fesser, an Oregon man, has won $1.15 million after his boss had a police chief friend manufacture a criminal case in a bid to halt a potential racial discrimination lawsuit against his towing business, meaning that it was a bogus case. And that's why I'm laughing. I was like, oh, of course the phone is going to cut off and black out, because this video right here is talking about the illegal pro gang stalking. Matrix don't like the truth. They don't like when people start talking the truth or putting light on things that are happening in the dark. But no matter what, these stories are still going to surface. Still going to surface. Oh, they just don't like the delivery. That's what it is. They don't like the delivery is too strong. That's why they had to cut off the video and put it back on. They were like, ooh, too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot. But yeah, Michael Fesser worked at A&B Towing in Southeast Portland in 2015. And he says that he started having some issues with coworkers. And he thought he was the victim of racial discrimination. And eventually, he brought his concerns, to his boss, who was friends with Westland Police Chief Terry Tamias, his boss. So according to court documents in 2017, the police chief ordered some of his officers to go to Portland and investigate Michael Fesser for theft, ultimately building a case against him, alleging that he was stealing from the company he worked for. Michael Fesser's attorney, Paul Buchanan, stated that those police officers weren't focused on protecting the citizens of Westland. None of this even had anything to do with Westland. Michael Fesser was eventually arrested and jailed, but the case was later dropped. Court papers suggest that Fesser was not stealing from the company. His boss was just afraid of a possible racial discrimination lawsuit. Fesser filed a lawsuit against the Westland Police Department, the police chief who was no longer there, and some of the officers that participated in this illegal pro, and those that were involved in that bogus investigation. Hear the honk? Michael Fesser's case, his story just shined light, letting you know that this illegal pro gang stalking is a real thing. It ain't fake. And it takes place in the workplace as well. You see, there is a fake terrorist watch list, a fake blacklist. And it all started, what really got it heavy was January 6th, the riot, the Capitol, that took the riot in the Capitol. That started it all. That started this fake terrorist blacklist watch list. The media knows what's going on. The media knows about this. They're just not going to use the term. They know what's up. They're not going to speak on it. But you got Sonia Labasco, who talked about this, right? But check this out. Everyone that participated on that in the Capitol that day, and the riot, the supposedly riot, we got to stop calling this the riot of January 6th, the Capitol. We got to call it the theatrical stage event that took place on January 6th, the theatrical stage event, because there was not one outsider. They were all agents. Right, Jack Smith? Oh, wait, I forgot. Jack Smith is on the run. He stopped. He's gone. Nowhere to be found. But Jack Smith was the one who was in court trying to prevent the jury from learning about undercover agents that was in the Capitol. Jack Smith. But he's on the run. So because of this staged theatrical event, there is a blacklist, watch list, a terrorist watch list, blacklist with fake names on it. It ain't real people. It's not real terrorist names on that. Fake. They just throwing random names. People from all over the world. Your name can be selected randomly and thrown on that, which is happening. But this program is going to end, and it's going to end soon because too much light is being shone on it. And a lot of people who's talking about it, y'all niggas ain't crazy. For those of those who speak on this, oh yeah, I'm being watching this and all, things is happening to me weird. You're the bang? You're not crazy. With all these stories coming out, and more stories that come out, with more people that dig into the rabbit hole of this and keep exposing, which the Matrix don't like, which is why the phone cut off, and when it cut back on, we still talking. Still talking. It's illegal. This COINTELPRO, it's fake. It's illegal. To the point that you had FBI whistleblowers that spoke out. Not only that, remember the story I did about Ted Gunderson? FBI Director Ted Gunderson? Hear the banging? See the distraction? Ted Gunderson, FBI Director, started speaking about gang stalking, illegal COINTELPRO, illegal surveillance, satanic rituals, child trafficking, church. He spoke a lot about this. See, and it's interesting with this story here because the phone cut off and now there's bangings and there's knockings for distractions. But I'm still going to keep talking because you know how the Matrix plays the game. They got to use distractions. They got to try to throw you off. But I'm going to get to that when I'm done with this video. This is what happens when the truth is being spoken. There will be distractions. It's always like that. Only when it comes to the truth. Now, does it make sense? When you see the street pastor or people speaking the truth, how people start yelling at them, ah, it's spiritual. But do you see the distraction that they're trying to throw them off for speaking? And it was so quiet in this house. It was quiet outside. Nobody was trying to talk to me. No banging, nothing. I do this video. All of a sudden, as I'm mid into the video, my phone cut off that I had to do it again. Now as I'm doing it again, getting hot. Boom, 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 boom. Bangings, knockings, distractions. And then it stops, you see? It was to throw me off. Banging on cue, see? Y'all gotta know the noise. It's Matrix, spiritual. So yeah, this is what happened. It's a real thing. FBI whistleblowers spoke out and said that they were ordered to put innocent people on a fake terrorist watch list, blacklist for fundings. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the word fundings, and when you hear the banging, when you hear the word funding, when you hear the word that they're using money for the wars, for this illegal COINTELPRO, fundings, who you think is paying for all of this? Who? Where's the money coming from? Yeah, taxes. All your hard-earned money, the taxes, is paying for what they need for their illegal stuff. Now, I'm going to use the word allegedly here for the video. But it's kind of, you see it in your face. And now go back to Sonia Labasco about January 6th, the staged theatrical event. When she said that people were flying in to DC that had nothing to do with the riot that took place, the people flying in, those people were placed on a terrorist watch list. That came out of Sonia Labasco's mouth. People flying in. Some of these people had to go to work. Some of these people going to a funeral. People minding their business to handle business, going to DC. Knew nothing about that. Wasn't even nowhere near the Capitol and they got put on a terrorist watch list. Then she also stated that some people are aware that they're being followed. Some aren't. Now do you people appear crazy when people have videos of what they see? The tactics is getting played out already. That's what I told you. You see, you hear the honkings? See the noise campaigns? the coffin, the constant red and blue, the pieces of it that you constantly see, the tactics is getting old, but it's more spiritual. The one hand in the pocket, the stomping of the feet that they do, the codings, how they code, what they do, how they do it, is how they talk to one another. Hear the honk and the bang, see? But this program and this story also prove that police, FBI, they participate in the illegal COINTELPRO. This story here just proved it. Just like the videos that I be showing you too. With the one headlight, police thing. Come on, man. Niggas know what's up about this illegal COINTELPRO. This program is the reason why mass shootings is high. Why people are losing their jobs. Look what happened to Michael Fesser here with his story. He was gang stalked at his job. Targeted. Gang stalking takes place in the workplace and people are unaliving themselves because of this program. You heard the unaliving themselves. Why? Because they're niggas pick their name out randomly, fake alleged crime, and then you having people illegally surveilling them. Some of them are trying to initiate them, like harass them to act out, doing things around them, trying to frame them and set them up. You heard the horn? Trying to frame them, trying to set them up. Some of these people can't take it. They unalive themselves. Then you got some of these people, when you hear these mass shooting stories, the same thing that happens to them too. They try to harass them. They try to mess with them. And some of these people say enough is enough. And they go on a mass shooting spree. And then they don't want to tell you that some of those people, sad to say, the ones who got killed in that, a lot of them weren't wrong place, wrong time. They weren't civilians, bystanders. A lot of those niggas were gang stalkers, illegally surveilling them, watching them. They got hit. That's what happened. That's what's happening. And then, you know, sleeper cells is for another different kind of topic that they got out here. Sleeper cells. That they activate these niggas. But it's a real thing. It ain't fake. It ain't fake. It's real. Look at Jane Cliff. Look at Jane Cliff. Jane Cliff was targeted too. She was put on that watch list, blacklist. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a fake terrorist watch list, blacklist. There are innocent people's names being thrown on it. Even if you go to the Targeted Justice website, they tell you and break it down about that. And 97% of people are non-investigative subjects. None. But they got to illegally surveil people. Now, are you appearing crazy? Or now, is people looking at you crazy when you shine light on this topic and you speak a certain way and then you say you was being illegally surveilled, you was being harassed, especially things that happen to you all of a sudden, you getting fired at your job, but you got proof? But you see what's happening out here? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It ain't fake. Spiritual. Spiritual, but things is always going to come to light. It is. Look at Jane Cliff. Innocent woman called her counsel. She called her counsel to give them a warning, a concern, not a warning, a concern about a drunk man trampling over flowers in a park. She called her counsel. Her counsel thought that that phone call was a bother and that Jane Cliff was annoyed. They were annoyed by Jane Cliff. They thought she was a thorn to their side of bother. And they placed her on that same terrorist watch list, blacklist. It's not, see, people gotta understand, there ain't no different lists. It's one same list. It's a terrorist blacklist. It's a watch list, but it's BS. They got innocent names. Anybody's name is randomly selected. Some people still go through it, and some people get taken off of it. It's like these niggas is experimenting on people. They just randomly selecting your name and throwing it on there with fake alleged crimes. Fake. And they're giving it out to the community, your workplace, and so on, wherever you go. Even in the places that you shop and eat at, they watch. That's what people watch and stuff. See, the tactics is getting old. It's a real thing. It ain't fake. But they want you to see that the world is going crazy. They want you to make it seem that way. But it's staged, theatric. They create it. So that way they could say, oh my God, there's so much mass shootings going on here. Somebody just went crazy and decided to just shoot up a place. But why? They don't go deep down into the story and not know about this illegal COINTELPRO, that there is a terrorist blacklist watch list with its fate. The FBI whistleblowers spoke out and said they were ordered to throw names on that. Then January 6th, staged theatrical event, not the riot, we got to call it staged, but that took place. It was all agents that was involved. There was no outsiders. And that's the reason why there's this fake terrorist watch list, blacklist. Right, Jack Smith? Oh wait, Jack Smith's on the run. Jack Smith's running. But he was the one that was, he ain't want the jury to know that there was agents in there. He wanted to prevent them from learning about that. But now he's on the run. It's real. It ain't fake. People are being illegally surveilled, illegally harassed. Law enforcement participates in this illegal COINTELPRO. You know, honking? They do. On innocent people. They do. Now check this out. There are many ways to be on this list. This story just shine light on it. Many ways. So now you know people's names is randomly being thrown on it, right? On this terrorist blacklist watch list. FBI whistleblower spoke out. They were ordered to do this. Even Ted Gunnison talked about illegal COINTELPRO, gang stalking, satanic rituals, trafficking children, like pedophile rings and all this stuff. That's what Ted Gunnison was saying. And he was with the FBI, but he was an ex-whistleblower. Now, this story here just proves about the workplace harassment. Illegal COINTELPRO that takes place in the workplace. With Michael Fesser. This story just shined light on that too. Now, there's many ways to be put on this list. Jane Cliff's story just showed you that your own council, wherever you live at, your neighborhood, know that if they don't like you, and if you are bothered to them, they can do to you what they did to Jane Cliff. They threw her name on a terrorist blacklist watch list. Supposedly with sex attackers, violent people. She was looked at that way because she was thrown on that list. An innocent woman. Took her 4 years to clear her name. But you see how she got put on that? Her counsel thought that she was a thorn to their side, a bother. Too many people are speaking about this program. Too many people got videos. Too many people got proof. The tactics, I already told you how they do it out here. If you follow my page. It's a real thing. The tactics don't get old. So it stops for some and it keeps going. It's like it's just a cycle. But it's real. It ain't fake. Michael Fesser got put on this watch list, that the same terrorist watch list, blacklist, the same list, but at his job. And he was being, out of his concern, he was seeing how the co-workers was acting and took it to his, he decided to complain to his boss about this, make a complaint. And his boss, because his boss is friends, see, check this out, his boss was friends with the Westland police chief, Terry Tamayas. His boss must say something about Michael Fesser for that police chief. And they put that innocent man on that same blacklist. And then that police chief hired officers to now begin to illegally surveil, illegally investigate, and watch him to try to frame him on a bogus investigation. Because his boss, instead of handling it, his boss took it to the police chief because he was afraid of a possible racial discrimination lawsuit. Yeah, that's an excuse. But you see how he got put on that blacklist? You saw how Michael Fesser got put on it? It's not only because of the January 6th that niggas' names is being thrown on that blacklist. No. That's not how people's names only getting on that list. It's not what you know, it's who you know too. See? And I said that in my videos from way back. It's who you know. It's who you know. If you know somebody in power, if you know somebody, they can put you on a blacklist for no reason. Some people do it out of jealousy, out of envy, if they don't like you. You ain't have to do nothing to somebody innocent, but because they know people connected, they could throw you on this list and have people now illegally surveilling. Now you're seeing the weird things happening to you, or people constantly recording or trying to stir you up, and you know what I'm saying? Then you constantly seeing, why police is always over here? Why now they acting weird? Like, but this is what's happening to people. And again, some people unalive themselves because it is programmed. Some people are losing their jobs because it's taking place in the workplace, like what happened with Michael Fesser and all over the world. That's when people are getting fired, losing their jobs because of workplace harassment, sabotagers in the workplace, co-workers start trying to mess up your job. This happens. Then the mass shootings is high because some people out here, they just say, yo, F you, I'm done with this. And the ones who's getting hit are the gang stalkers that's being sent to the place to follow. See how they using them too? But it's real. It ain't fake. People are getting put on. This program is real. See, illegal COINTELPRO. Gang stalking is real. Nobody want to believe this, but it's real. You have to. Niggas ain't going crazy for speaking like this. It's real. It's a real thing. But there are many ways people are being put on this list. Even police, I'm going to use the word allegedly here, but let's say somebody goes to court against a cop, beats a case against this cop, won a lawsuit, sues that cop, boom, the cop lost. Cop feels some type of way about that individual because he lost. You think out of revenge, based off this story here with Michael Fesser, but you think out of revenge, this cop that you went to court because this individual wrongfully arrested you, accused you, took his authority, how they call it, the tyrants, but you know, they did an illegal search on you. It was illegal what they did wrong, but you have proof and you won that case. That cop now, because now they want revenge, they got sued, they got to pay you. You think that cop now can't take your name and put it on that same blacklist, watch list? And now have cops, and also this cop too, start bullying that person who won the case, and now they're being illegally surveilled and watch weird things is happening to them? You think that can't happen? You think that ain't happening? You think it's not? You think police can't do it? Michael Fesser, look what happened with him. Told his boss, made a complaint about co-workers. His boss, in fear of a racial discrimination lawsuit, took it upon himself because he knew a police chief. Didn't talk to the co-workers, but talked to the police chief and was like, hey, listen, God knows what he told that police chief. But he could have said a whole bunch of lies. Yo, this person's a problem, this and that. He's probably stealing from the job. I'm going to say allegedly here, but he could have said a whole bunch of stuff. And that cop took it upon himself and said, you know what, I got you, because they buddy, I got you. Now they put that innocent man on this blacklist. Now this police chief called his buddies from the police. Yo, watch this man right here. Watch him. Surveil him. Let's see what he does. Now they're building a bogus case against him, breaking it down, but building a case on an innocent man. But his boss went to the police. What the hell does a police chief have to do with work? Work is work, right? Don't they got people on the job that takes care of that? HR department, the union and all that. What does the police, you know what I'm saying? But you see how Michael Fesser got put on the blacklist? Gangstalking Case Won. It's real. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are many ways people are being put on this list. A cop could do it, like I just broke it down like that. Somebody even at your job, like you just saw with Michael Fesser. He told his boss about a complaint. A person like you don't even have to go to your boss to make a complaint. It could be a co-worker or maybe a supervisor, somebody who just don't like you just because, and out of vengeance or jealousy, they might know people and can make up a lie about you and throw you on that list. And now you're being illegally surveilled, gang stalked, COINTELPRO, things is happening to you. It's real. It's happening. This program is not only because they were thrown on this terrorist watch list blacklist because of January 6th. Some people are getting put on this list for revenge, jealousy, envy, just because. But this list is innocent names being thrown on this list. Innocent. Pay attention to these mass shooter stories, man. Pay attention to the people who talk about the illegal quantifiers, those who's being gangstalked, the real ones and not the fake ones. You could tell who's a fake one and who's a real one. You could tell. They got to create the fake ones out there so that way that the illusion could be thrown off. They can mess it up, but there's always, the truth is there. It's always going to surface. The light is always going to shine. The dark cannot comprehend with the light. The truth will always prevail. Always. No matter how long it takes, it's always going to come out. Always. But Michael Fesser filed that lawsuit against the Westland Police Department, and he won $1.15 million against them. That's why you see a lot of people recording. You know what I'm saying? They record, they document. That's what you do. You record and document. That's why they don't like it. Those who participate in the illegal quantum, they don't like it when they get recorded. Don't you see their face? They get scared. They're scared of what they're doing, because they know what's happening. They know what they're doing is wrong. Even the police that get involved, they know, especially when you call it out. Spiritually, discernment, they don't like it. But it's a real thing. And some people are not even aware that they're being followed. Some are. But it's a fake terrorist watch list. It's a fake blacklist. They need to look into it. They need to. They got to throw that whole list out. They have to. And look into the people who even started that list. Look into the people who even came up with this idea. And may everybody get the justice that they deserve. Everyone who's going through this, who went through this, may every single person get justice for it. And those who participated and did what they did, participating in that, because this program is ending, but may God have mercy on your soul. For those who's participating in trying to ruin an innocent person's life or trying to sabotage or do what they do, may God have mercy on their life. All their lives. But this is real. It's real. So when people be like, how do you get placed on a terrorist watch list, blacklist? How do you get placed on it? Well, by one, when it's a big theatrical stage event like what happened in January 6th and other big stage events, that's when they take that list, throw random names on it, like Operation Quiet Skies that Biden did to find the fake rioters out there, but they were really trying to surveil people. So that's one way. They're just randomly selecting people from all over the world's name on this blacklist. It's happening all over the world. Then another way is, like what happened here with Michael Fesser. He told his boss about he made a complaint about his co-workers, racial discrimination at the workplace. And his boss that he told didn't take it upon himself to talk to the co-workers and none of that, or didn't go to HR. He went to a police chief that was a friend of his and put him on that terrorist blacklist watch list. And these police chief and these police officers took it upon himself to create a bogus investigation and begin to illegally surveil and COINTELPRO to build a fake case and arrest him, which happened. But they had to, of course, the case had to be dropped because it was all a lie. Like other people, they be falsely accusing them or trying to set them up. That's what happens. It's real. That's another way, like you just saw here. Again with Jane Cliff. Your counsel from wherever you live at, be careful, because they can throw you as well if they feel like it. If you were bothered to them, like what happened with Jane Cliff, they could throw you that way too. Or if somebody don't like you, it doesn't only have to be co-workers. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be somebody. But these, again, you see, you have to, these people have to know people in power or in departments. They just can't do it themselves. See? But somebody can do it. They can set, oh, I don't like him or her. Yeah. Let's throw them on that list. Or you think this ain't happening to women too? Or divorce, and especially if they're married to a police officer or somebody that has a New York job but is connected with people in power. You think that person can't put their ex-wife now, or soon to be ex-wife? Yo, throw her on that list. Put her on that. Stalk her, watch her, harass her. You think that can't happen too, or that's happening already? See, you gotta start thinking out the box. This is a fake program. The terrorist watch list, blacklist, the list is there, but the names and the crimes are not real. It's innocent names with fake alleged crimes. And then they got people out here who participate in the illegal pro, and the police participate in it too, on an innocent person. And they do their best to try to harass the person, to try to irritate them, to try to set them up to build a false case. This happens, and this is what's happening. Then the media knows all about this, and the media wants to say, yo, the world is going crazy. Look at this. Mass shootings. Look at this. Oh, the suicide, unalive rates is high. Then they be like, oh, people are losing their jobs or getting fired, or people who you knew who had jobs for you all of a sudden get fired. Yeah. Why? This is happening. That nobody's talking about. But people are talking about it. Everybody is aware. Those speaking, they know. You ain't crazy now, right? With all these stories coming out, you ain't crazy now, huh? But it's more spiritual than physical. It's all physical. It's not physical, it's spiritual. You're seeing things physically, but it's spiritual. That's why a lot of weird things begin to happen to you when you unplug. When you unplug, your eyes wake up. When the Most High removes the veil, your spiritual eyes begin to open. You begin to see the weird things, a lot of weird things. Then that's when you begin to go down the rabbit hole. Things you ain't even trying to research, it just comes to you. Then you begin to see what you see. Now the world is not looking like roses anymore to you. You're seeing what the world really is about. The dark. Yeah. You're starting to see everything for what it really is. Then you start hearing the noise, the banging, you start seeing things spiritually, how spirit is in people. I mean, look at AI, look at the robots. You really think that NPCs, robots ain't walking among you in meat suits already? They look legit, right? Terminator warned you. You see how they were looking, right? In a meat suit. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Arnold, the lead role of the Terminator movies. Robot in a meat suit. You saw the ones going after him throughout the movie, the special ones, in that meat suit. You think that they're not already walking like that? You think that ain't happening already? Not only that, you got shapeshifters. People ain't human. You're starting to see the truth. The truth, and nothing but the truth. Is what you really, really want. No lies, just truth. Truth. So yeah. It's a real program, man. It ain't fake. I feel like, in my opinion, that this program is ending. It's coming to an end. Because so much stuff is happening. Too much light is being shone on this. But it's coming to an end. All the tactics is getting exposed. Everything that they do. Because they do it all around the world. They can't hide it. The tactics don't change. They can't change it. The tactics never change. It's going to always be the same. They don't change it. And that's why I told you what you see. When you follow me for a long time, go through all my pages, man. Check it. Even those of y'all who's coming on this now to see this video. Just go through. You start seeing this program. Spiritual, man. You know the veil is thinning. It's getting thin. Niggas is revealing themselves. A lot of those on the mic, speaking to the world, making laws and rules. You think they're human? You think some of them are not? Some are human, but you think a lot of them ain't human? You think some of them ain't robots in a meat suit? Or you think some of them ain't wearing a mask? Or you think that ain't a reptilian in there? A Draco? You heard a honk? I heard a honk. You see? Not everything is... Don't believe everything you see. See it. Don't believe it right away. Just question. Question everything. Just question. Don't just go right away to what you're seeing and believe in it right away. Question it. Observe it. Some of the stuff that be real, yeah, it be in your face. And it be right there, in your face. I'm talking about in your face. No hiding. It's in your face. But then there's certain things you be like, the questions. But y'all see what's going on. I'm glad he won, man. And there's going to be more stories that's going to keep coming out to light. And when this program comes to an end, that's going to be the huge shocker. You're going to be surprised with all the big names that was all involved in this. And let's see what's going to happen to those who were affected by this. Who were. Y'all know what's up already. Unplug, man. Stay safe. Spiritually. At your protection. You know. Until the next video.